Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Rimworld Extreme Desert Survival. I wasn't sure if I wanted to tack on that survival, but in the end I decided to do so. Alright, so yes, did the little bit of an introduction last time. Didn't get all that much done, obviously. We just have this little sleeping area. I'm really liking these colonists, though. I did take quite a bit of time, I'd say, picking them all out, but like this is a really good group of guys, or girls, because they are all girls. Nina Noon, Nabby Nabs Schaffhausen, and Lumine LeBlanc. Okay, then. I didn't actually really look at their names. I've noticed I always tend to not memorize names that much, which, I don't know, I should, because it'll give me a bit more, I guess, attachment to the characters. I just never really bother to spend the time to do so. And I guess in a way it then makes them dying terribly not so bad. And if I remember anything from last time, components are so crucial now. Like, you can barely build anything without components, so I think I want to hoard them as much as possible. And actually, you know what? I wish you could place... For some reason, you now need to research the required thing in order to make those... What are they? Maybe it's this. Okay, we can actually research comms consoles now. You don't just get them from the beginning. Actually, it doesn't say that lets you research them. I don't see them on here at all. It doesn't really matter, though. I just want to get stone cutting done right away, especially considering it's a pretty high priority. And yeah, I do want to make some sort of stockpile area for now. The question is, where exactly do I want to put it? I always have to think about things a lot, because I've made decisions before where I've made a stockpile like in a place that I realized later on would be a really good area for my base or something. I think like right up here might actually be pretty decent for now. I suppose I'm using up some... Yeah, I'm going to make it a bit lower. I don't want to use up any useful growing areas. So, 10 by 15, sure. That's pretty damn big, but... I don't know, I'm fine with it. And then, you know what I'm actually gonna... Well, never mind. I don't know, should I start on the actual base itself? It's a question that I'm not quite sure what the answer to should be. Like, I'm not sure if I want to plan out my base right away or if I want to wait until I actually have stone building, because I don't really want to make my entire base out of... Because I've done this before many times, where I make my entire base out of steel, and then I deconstruct all the steel later on and replace the steel with stone. But that never tends to go quite how I like it. And I believe steel is still flammable, isn't it? Yes. Somehow steel has a 20% flammability, which I don't even understand, because I feel like steel would have a flammability comparable to, if not the same as, most rocks. I mean, I suppose steel does melt at a higher or a lower temperature than rocks do, but I'm pretty sure steel doesn't catch fire easily at all. But I know the reason they did that is just so you don't think that making everything out of steel's walls is a good idea. Alright, so they're starting to haul their crap. Yeah, one of my guys already took off their jacket because of how dang hot it is. Yeah, the one thing I'm definitely going to have to worry about is actually air conditioning my base, because I'm not making one that's in the mountains. And I'm glad I'm not, because those damn infestations were really one of the major problems I had on the last run. Twice, I should say. And it actually could have been 3 times if I wasn't... I don't know, if I didn't just give up and reload a previous save. Because I was just so pissed once the second infestation occurred, like 40 minutes after the first one, because it took me probably like 20 minutes just to get rid of the first infestation. Yeah, we don't really need this much machinery, actually, for now. I'm gonna cancel that right away. And actually, let me see, is there anything that's dropped out of the sky that I might want to get right away? There's some meals. I guess I'll unforbid those. Although, I did start farming soon enough that I don't think meals are something like these. I don't think these survival meals are going to really be necessary. Alright, there's some more of the steels. It's kind of funny because I didn't really talk about this before, but I don't even remember how I came across Rimworld. I know I came across it like 5 alphas ago. I think it was in Alpha 7 when I first started playing it. Actually, I think I actually saw someone Let's Play it when it was like in Alpha 1, and I just felt like it was so unpolished that I didn't even want to get into it. But once it was in like Alpha 7 and I saw some gameplay, I'm like, wow, this is like a really, really deep game. Like, the only game I'd seen deeper than this was something like Dwarf Fortress, but personally I tried getting into Dwarf Fortress and it's just so complicated, and it's just the graphics are honestly so terrible looking that I really had a hard time finding the motivation to get into it. And yeah, we obviously need batteries because solar panels do not provide any energy at night. So I should get on that pretty soon, as well as the making of the beginning of our base. But I think I will make this a battery room. I'll probably, once we get the high-tech research bench, I'll deconstruct this one, and then I'll probably extend this a bit, and then I'll make this an all-battery room. Because I think this should be decently sized for every battery that we might want. Because I do want this one over, because I like having spaces around my batteries on all sides. Because if you don't, then if a fire starts, you're kind of screwed. Okay. Everyone's sleeping, as is the norm. Yeah, it is so hard to survive on the ice caps now. I was not expecting it to be as difficult as it was, because, I mean, I knew it was going to be difficult, but I didn't think it was going to be just as horribly difficult as it was. Yeah, I'm just letting them haul out of this crap in. And who the heck is our researcher? What are you doing exactly? Oh, yeah, she's cloud watching. I'm like, why aren't you researching? I want you to research 24/7, girl. Yeah, fortunately, all these guys, because I specifically made a point of finding people with pretty, like, with no debuffs in terms of their mood or their breaking points. Everyone's in a pretty good mood to start out with, although she's feeling bad, slept in cold, naked. She's just got a lot of problems. Yeah, I need to start out on my main base. I don't know. You know what I will do, I think? I'll make the main, like, foyer, I guess you could call it, out of steel. I'll make the main beginning of the base out of steel, and then I'll start making stone. I really didn't want to have to do this, but because I hate having to deconstruct and then reconstruct my whole base. But I think it's going to be the best decision, so let me think. What is a good location for the very entrance? I mean, if I decide to make a wall this way and this way, then I'll probably want to make, like, right here my entrance or so, because then I'll make a big, I don't know, defensive area probably over here or something. Yeah, I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is make it, like, right here, the entrance. So, this is by no means how big it's going to be. I just kind of like having a framework for what exactly I want to do. Yeah, this is far too small. I want it to be... And for some reason, I always like to tend to make the entrance also be the dining room and the butchering room as well. I don't know why. That's just something I have a tendency of doing. Actually, I don't know why I was trying to find the stove, because I'm just trying to lay things out and get an idea of the size of everything. Although I play this game quite a bit, I'm still not so good when it comes to the sizes, I've noticed. So yeah, I'm going to want to make it... And I'm actually going to try to use hotkeys for once. Like this... Maybe one more. Yeah, I think... 2 more. I know, it's like... It looks so small at first, and now it's just like, holy crap, that's a really big foyer. There. So now I will have room for probably every stove and other item I will ever need. So if I get a base of like 20 people, I'll do something like, actually not like that, do something like that. And then I might even go to the extent that I'll have 2 butcher tables, which probably won't be necessary, but I'm actually going to even make this lower just so we have a bigger dining area. There, that works. It's kind of funny because I've noticed when it comes to this game, I really do like the initial planning more than anything. It's kind of strange because I've noticed the later I get in the game, the more bored I kind of get, to be perfectly honest. And I just absolutely love the sort of beginning planning and everything like that. And this is kind of a waste of components, I'll admit, but I'm just gonna sort of put these down right away because this is going to be like the main entrance right here, and I'm going to branch everything else that I want to build off of this main entrance. Because I've noticed when I make bases, I used to make like separate buildings, but I've noticed making one big compound tends to be the best idea. At least in my experience. Especially when it comes to cooling and heating, because then I can just make as many coolers or heaters that I need to power the entire place, or cool down the entire place rather than having to have a bunch of separate coolers or heaters, which might end up drawing more energy than I really should be drawing. So there, that's that. Actually, I'm not gonna make them make that many steel doors, or I shouldn't say steel doors, but that many. Where do I want the? I'll make the electric stove here, and actually I'll just make one down right now, just because. So yeah, I'll just make this a steel wall for now, and I'll replace it with an auto door later on. But for now, I should be a little bit more conservative with resources. And actually, I shouldn't have been making this many batteries. There. 4 should be more than enough. And now let us actually connect, because of course a bunch of batteries isn't quite useful if they're not connected to something. There we go. And I mean, I might as well already just connect this stuff down. Actually, wait, I think if that's just straight connected, it won't be able to draw from the main power grid, but I might be remembering things incorrectly. Stone cutting, finally finished. Great. Now what is the next thing I want? I think microelectrics is a good next choice. Yeah, this will take quite a long time to build, probably. But I have plenty of time. Let me just take a look at the map, I guess, just to see if there's anything interesting that I didn't really point out. You know what? I don't really see any big rooms. Yeah, that's kind of sad. Oh no, holy shit. How did I not see that? I was gonna say, I don't see any, like, big pre-built structures, and then I'm missing this massive-ass compound here. There's probably gonna be some very interesting goodies in there, but I'm not gonna break in now. It's funny because my last series, I neglected breaking in for so long, and then it just ended up being a bunch of dead bodies. But then again, the one in the south of that same map was a shit ton of mechanoids, so if I would have gone into that, I would have gotten my ass handed to me, so just gotta do a bit of risk analysis and then hope that everything works out in the end. Okay then. How grown are these? Pretty grown, I guess. Lumi's in a bad mood. Uh-oh. This is the first of the bad mood things. You know how many problems I had with that. The real problem, though, I'm sure, is shared bedroom, for one. How are you uncomfortable already? You literally just... Oh, I think I need to make a... I think she's really just mad that there's no chairs or anything. Yeah, I guess I'll make some furniture. Yeah, this is going to be a 2 by... Yeah, I'm going to make that a 2 at some point. So I think I'll make one seating area here and one seating area there. Yeah, that's what I'll do. But actually, I don't need to construct 2, so just to conserve resources, I'm going to be smart and do that. So now they'll actually have something to sit on as well, so they won't be as whiny. And actually, I would love a stonecutter's table. The one thing that sucks about not having wood is that it makes all of this stuff, it makes you have to waste so much steel. That's the one thing that I think is the worst about the deserts, is that you have to have so much steel to make a decent number of these. Because wood is just inaccessible. Hopefully we'll get a ship or some sort of trader that has wood, but you can't really count on them ever. Actually, where's a decent amount of these? Yeah, I'll just place this for now right next to the largest amount of chunks, and I think this is a pretty large amount right here, so I'll place that right away. And yeah, and then pretty soon I'll just end up having people, or I think we have one crafter, right? Yeah, I'll just have our one crafter start making a bunch of stones, and then I'll expand off of this. Yeah, fortunately they're not having... They're all pretty sane enough. I guess Lumi is the only one who's really that angry about things. But yeah, for the most part, everyone's... Yeah, these two at least. Nina and Nabs seem to have pretty high stats. Sparland. Of course we're coming to this again. This is one of the biggest parts of the game, you know. I'm trying to think of words that have to do with heat, or perhaps some sort of sand, or I don't know. Constantinople? I don't know why I thought of that. I don't know. Is that a good choice? I mean, I know that was sort of one of the cities that stood between the Middle East and East or Western Europe, but I don't know. I'm not sure what I should name this place. I'm trying to think of a good like city name from a video game I've played, but I can't think of anything. You know what? I don't like that. I'm just gonna go as generic as possible, Santon, because we got a lot of sand, and there's well, I mean, I guess we have a ton of sand, so Santon. There you go. Can you please hurry up on that? I would love it if you could hurry up. Yeah, need defenses. We really don't. Like is pretty much always the case in this game. The first raid is practically always just a group of, or it's just one dude with a knife, and our people are good enough with shooting and knives that I don't think I'm going to have to worry at all about taking him out. It's after that raid when I really start needing to worry about security. Come on, baby. You know what? I don't know why. I'm gonna put... Yeah, researching really isn't that big of a priority right now, so... Okay, she's gonna do it anyways. Yeah, we need more steel, it seems. Is there any on the map that is relatively close? I mean, that's not really close at all, but... might as well use it, I suppose. It'll probably take just as long to actually mine the steel than it will to just go over here and haul it, so... I'll just do that. And a mad animal. First threat of the game. It's right next to Nabs, too. Oh, that's unfortunate. She's way down here and she's getting attacked. Well then. Where's our other person? I can see Lumi. Okay, yeah, they're all... Okay, you start going this way. You just try to throw it for a loop, I guess. And the rest of you... come down here. Go. Okay. Yes, I should slow down time now. Don't want anyone getting unnecessary injuries, because we can very easily do this without anyone getting any sort of injury, I would say. Okay, actually you start going to... I want you to actually just stop right here. And the two of you start going this way. Because I don't want you being in Nina's line of sight. 1 shot. 2 shots. Oh. No hits, though. Come on. How badly is Mr. Iguana injured? Left kidney destroyed. Rear 5th claw shut off. Come on. I don't want to have anyone get injured. Haha. Got you. Actually, I can try to use Lumi, I think. Oh, Mr. Monkeys. Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Monkey. You really helped us out there. I know I could have taken him a lot sooner. I just didn't want anyone getting injured because I didn't feel like having to deal with medical stuff yet. Okay. Very good. We almost finally have this room taken care of. And I suppose, now that we have a corpse, one of these is in order. Yes. I would dare say so myself. Oh, yeah, someone's already constructing it anyways. And did someone? Yeah, no one's even gotten started on that yet. Actually, there is something I do want to do. I just remembered it. I want to make, and I want to do this as soon as possible. I'm going to make a massive growing... Oh, none of that's connected though, so that'll just be a really long hassle. You know what? I'm going to do it here. I think that's all connected, except for, yeah, these little areas, but I can go ahead and... What is this? Why? Why? Okay. I'm going to make this trees. I don't know. I don't think it matters what tree you make. I guess I'll do a poplar tree. I mean, I don't know if it really matters. Maybe Cercopia. I think Cercopia is one of the trees that is for the warmer environments. I don't know if it really makes a difference, though, what you choose. I'm going to do that just because I want to have trees when we do need wood, because I obviously cannot rely on traders. And I just want to get this done as soon as possible. I realize this really isn't a high priority thing, but I don't know. It's high priority to me. Are they? I wonder. Do they just lose energy naturally? Oh yeah, that doesn't even need energy. I think it's the more advanced one of these that needs a lot of energy to operate. Actually, I don't think it needs a lot of it, but it just needs energy in general. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully, we'll have our colonists some individual rooms next episode. And, well, this is what I want first and foremost before I do that. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and hope to see you next time. Goodbye.